Hey, how's it going? I'm Jack Millen. This is a video about 5 things that have impacted me the most in my life so far. So we'll start it off with the first one is the Holy Bible. Ever since I started going to church, kind of been always referring back to that some way, somehow. Either way, it leads me to the right answer somehow. Always, you can just flip it open, find a little verse, and it'll direct you in whatever way you need. So it's always good to have God in your life. And then the second one is a book. It's called Unafraid by Eddie Penny. I don't have it with me. I'm letting one of my friends read it right now. But he started out as a Marine, and then he ended up being a Navy SEAL. And during the book, he talks about all the challenges in life that he had, and everything that he wished he could have done better, or somehow, some way what he would have done different within that book. And in each chapter, one of the cool things I thought about that book was that there's a hot wash at every end of the chapter about a little recap of the main things within that chapter, about what went wrong, what he would do different, and then what he would advise people to do. And so when I read that when I was on my second sailing. But that was a great book. It really opened up your eyes to think about all the outcomes. And then during that book, he also finds his way towards God, and where he redirects his life to more of a holy journey, which is a great life. The third work of art is Atomic Habits. Read this book. I started it. I never actually finished it, but read this book. I'm trying to think. About a year. I started a year ago, and then King's Point does its thing usually, where it always gets in the way. But started reading that, and then I was really focusing on all the habits I had, and I was because during the book, the first chapter is talking about how to focus on your habits, and then the second chapter is basically identifying your habits, and it goes on and so forth, and tells you all the psychological things along with what your habits are and how to change them. And after reading I think I read 10 chapters in it. After reading just part of the book, I was completely changed. My perspective changed big time, to where I was oh well, I do this a lot, so let me stop. And then you kind of employ these tactics to your life every day, and then you just start changing things, which I found very interesting. My fourth thing is this next book. I just got it, and I started it, but then third try and license kind of hit the books, and then I kind of been distracted by that. But this one's called Scars and Stripes. It's by Tim Kennedy. This book he was a Green Beret, and he failed at many things. He was also a UFC fighter. He was the only UFC fighter that was active duty at the same time, and he actually won a match. But in this book, he does kind of the same thing as the Unafraid book by Eddie Penny, where he talks about all the things he's done wrong in life, and it gives great depictions about what he actually did wrong. And then he kind of does the same thing and advises hey, this is where I think this is what I would have done different. So far it's been a great read, but I haven't been able to touch it very much. The last work of art that I really enjoy is the Sean Ryan Show. It's a YouTube channel. He interviews all these previous active duty guys, literally anybody and everybody that has been active duty, special warfare, pilots. He interviewed an astronaut recently, but they're 4 or 5 hour long podcasts, so they're kind of hard to get through in one sitting. But in all of those, in every single one, they talk about life and what life should be like for you. And to me, I kind of struggle with what I want to do later in life, and because I really don't know. I'm stuck between two decisions, and graduation's coming up, and I'm in a rock and a hard place. So that's where I am with my 5 works of art that I've enjoyed so far in my life. Yeah, thanks for watching.